I'm using Eric Clapton today again for a lick example that we're going to break down. It's again from the 24 Nights performance at the Royal Albert Hall. Key of C, blues. Clapton used C a lot. It's a nice friendly key to use. And he's playing this lick over the 4 chord. So he's playing it over F, and it takes him from the 4 chord back to the 1. And the cool thing about this, and this was a question one of my students were asking me, is when to mix arpeggio runs in with blues licks. And this is exactly what Eric does in this lick here. So let's watch it a couple of times and then we'll break it down. Right, there we go. So we're playing over the F chord to begin with. So you can think of this F9 or F7, and then it goes back to the 1 chord, the C7. So it comes in straight away and does an arpeggio right off this F note. So he plays an F7 arpeggio. I'm going to play it all slowly. I'm going to do everything slowly, so you can follow it. So we're going to play the root with our middle finger. So that's the F, and we go root, and then we play the A note, which is the 7th fret on the D, and then we reach over and grab the 10th fret with our D string on the D string, and then first finger 8th fret on the G, and then we play the 10th fret on the G string, and that is a F7 arpeggio. You've got root, 3rd, 5th, flat 7, root. That's the first part of the lick. I'm going to break this lick down into 3 parts. So if you don't know that arpeggio, that's a great thing to practice all over the neck. Any root you grab with this middle finger, you can do that arpeggio anywhere. Here we're doing it in F. So when he's on the 4 chord, it's highlighting because it's got that major 3rd in for the 4. Now if you look at, you can think of your minor pentatonic around this lick. You can also think of your major pentatonic, because the major pentatonic has got this in. This is our 6. So if you think of the major scale, it's our 6th degree of the major scale in C, and that is also your major 3rd of the 4 chord. There's your root, 3rd, 5th, flat 7, root. That's the first part of the lick. Let's watch it again. Now the second part of the lick, so he's finished on this root on the G string. Going to do a pull off to that flat 7 on the 8th fret with your first finger, and then we're going to grab the root on the D string. So we're on the root. When I say the root, I mean the root of the tonic, so C note, and that's the 10th fret of the D. So we've got the pull off, and then we're going to keep our fingers where they are, and we're going to bounce between. So we've got the D string, and back to the G, back to the D, and back to the G again. So you get, that's the second part of the lick. And you want your plectrum really in the middle of this D and G string, so you can pick it fast, because it's quite fast, this bit. So you want to be in the middle. You don't want to be wrapping around the strings. So that's the second part of the lick. Now it goes into like the blues lick sort of side of things. Then it goes straight into a bend on the G string, 10th fret. Whole step. So you're going up to this 12th fret, you're going up to this G note. It doesn't matter if you're a bit shy on that bend, because the blues note is right next door, so you could just do a little bend if you wanted. And we've got that bend, and then straight away we're going to pick down, we're going to bar the 8th fret with our first finger, and we're going to do B string, high E, B string, high E, back to the B. So classic blues lick. And then straight after that, we're going to grab the 11th fret of the high E and we're going to push it up a whole step. So you're going right up to this 13th fret, which is an F. You go right up there. And you're going to cut it off at the top. You're not going to bring it back down. And then the last part of the lick, we're going to go back up these 2 notes, the high E and the B string on the 8th fret. So after this bend, and then we'll come over and we're going to grab the G string on the 10th fret, so that's our 4. Then back to the B string on the 8th fret. And then we're going to hammer in from the G string, 8th fret into the 9th, which is our minor third, into the major third. This is where it outlines back to the 1 chord. So we're going to do a hammer on, first finger, 2nd finger, hammering into the major third, and then we're going to grab the C note, the root on the D, and this has been done in all the previous licks I've done of Clapton. Grabbing the root with our ring finger, and then finishing off on the 5, which is the 10th fret of the A, and a bit of vibrato. So that whole thing's super slow. Let's watch Eric do it again. Slowly. No real rules on how you pick it. You can economy pick it, alternate pick it. I would just try and be, for this, just try and get the plectrum in the middle of the D and the G when you do this part. That bit. And running down these 2 notes, I would do the bend, and then straight away, if you're doing the bend with the down pick, also do a down pick when you bar them 2 notes on the 8th fret. Then do an up pick, and then a down pick into that bend on the high E up to the 13th.